We're in some pretty uncertain times, aren't we? But haven't we always been? Think about it. No one ever knows exactly what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. You might say, well, there are some people who do or predict, and they might, by and large, no one knows what the future holds. So, by definition, isn't it true that all times are uncertain, at least today? Hey guys, it's TJ. I am a soul embodiment advocate, a quantum healer, and a channel for the divine oneness. Today, let's get into why it is important for you to develop your psychic gifts. If you've landed on this video, that means I'm talking directly to you. It is by no coincidence that you landed on this video. I did do a series about psychic abilities, and I laid out about 13 different psychic abilities. I have a playlist for you. Go ahead if you want to check that out. In fact, I would recommend you check that out first and then come back to this video, which will also be in the playlist, and see what I have to say. Okay, I'm gonna put the link to the playlist in the description. But I was co-creating this content with the guides, the angels, and we came up with 5 reasons, 5 good reasons. There are many more, but 5 is a really good start. Okay, and it's really all you need. Okay, what you really need to know is that it's a good time to start developing your psychic gifts, your abilities. The first one is you need to know who you are to navigate within this lifetime to create a new timeline for yourself. Expanding 5D abilities to quantum leap over the 3D obstacles. Okay, so what do I mean by that? 3D, when I say 3D means we're talking about the physical, the obstacles, the polarities, the happiness, the sadness, all the stuff that's going on in the world, the arguing, the stinking thinking, the limiting belief systems, all the things that come in your path that you may perceive as negative. Okay, so the more you know and the more you learn and dig deeper into your own self-realization and deepen your abilities in knowing who you are, you actually do create a timeline for yourself that generates a soft life. It generates more ease into your life. You start to understand, okay, I'm not here alone. I don't have to do this alone. I don't need anyone or anything outside of me in order to do this. I actually can just call on my higher self and the source that resides within me, the source, the creator that resides within me, because I am an expansion of that. So you're simply channeling that aspect of yourself, if you will. Okay, and what I do things have been coming online for me more and more, and I talk about connecting with your higher self and your divine team of light on a regular basis. And the more I deepen that relationship, the more I get help with small things in life, big things in life, making decisions in life. Which way should I go? And it's, we have free will, so they don't intervene without you asking for help. Okay, and I also did a video not long ago where the divine council of angels, the divine council of light, they both were saying ask for help. Ask, ask, ask. You are here to be a beacon of light. Okay, all right, so number 2, it's important to develop your psychic gifts, to give yourself grace to do what you've always wanted to do from a soul level in human form. Okay, so moving through this life as your soul in human form is quite powerful and magical. It's on some superhero type stuff, truth be told, and it gives you an expanded and advanced toolkit to play with in this 3D game. I know I chopped that up a little bit. This was, I was getting the download and I was writing it down, and I like to give you verbatim of what came through. So essentially, what this means is that you're expanding your toolbox, okay? So, say if you are a musician, you're in high school, the more you develop and deepen that aspect of your gift, the more techniques you learn. Same with artists. The more techniques you learn, you may be an artist who actually develops a technique for other artists to make their art pop, to make them creating art more simple, to make it look more upscale. You may even get more access to different, not only techniques, but different types of tools, paint brushes, and things like that as an artist. Instruments as a musician. Okay, so it's the same thing. So if you're in 3D form, and you know in 3D, we typically in 3D, you don't really engage. You think you're separate from the spiritual aspect of yourself. And so you leave that kind of hanging dormant. You struggle through life. Things are negative, things are positive. Whereas when you incorporate that other aspect of yourself, your higher self, your soul, you actually have more advanced tools in order to play the game that we are in right now. Okay, the 3D matrix. All right, so number 3, you have the option to use these gifts to expand and help others heal themselves. And that's pretty self explanatory. I give you one great example, a medical empath, someone who can actually see illness within another person's body or can sense illness. They may be able to sense it, feel it. They may be able to see it. They may be able to see symbols and hear sounds that speaks to whatever is going on in another person's body. And so when they're able to do that, they can help the person heal themselves by doing whatever the healing modality is that they have at their fingertips. Or if it's a hospital, some hospitals have medical empaths. And so they utilize them. Then the doctor is like, okay, what do you see? And the empath can tell them, okay, this is what's going on. This is a blockage that I see in the body. And then the doctor can go right into treating that. Okay, right into it, like laser focus, right into the problem, getting deep into the problem. Okay, so things like that, or even helping people get through grief that maybe they don't realize there's some stuck energy there. If you are any type of a healer, quantum healer, or a healer who uses sound or crystals or things like that, you using your intuitive gift to find blockages within the physical body or the auric field, and being able to move that energy out to bring in balance and alignment for that person so that their body can go through the process of healing itself. All right, so that's that on that. Number 4, this is so fun, you guys. Number 4, your gifts are also tools to help you heal yourself. Your gifts are also tools to help you heal yourself. You are here to be a healer of healers. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is the download. You are here to be a healer of healers. Heal yourself first, then you can go on to healing others. What does that mean? First of all, a healer of healers. We all, by us being human, we can easily entrain and get thrown off and out of balance just like that. And so we always have to keep up and maintain our alignment, our balance within our physical, auric, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. Okay, so there are times I can do things for myself, but maybe I can only see the front and the side doors, can't see the back door. So another person, another healer, can see something that I might have missed. Okay, we are all healers. We all have the capacity to do it in one form or another. Doesn't always have to be healing the body. It could be healing finances. It could be teaching. It could be all types of things. It could also be bringing your art and your music to the forefront. Those things are healing. Those things make people feel good. Those things raises the vibrational frequency for one and all. And then what happens is it is a ripple effect. That's what it does. So you are a healer of healer. You heal yourself. So if you are, say, in the medical or you're doing healing body work for people, before you work on someone else, you make sure you get yourself in as much balance and alignment as you possibly can. And that means doing something for yourself every day. And then after you've completed your day working with other people, then you do the protocols to then release their energy, call your energy back in, and restore balance and alignment. I have a video about that. I'll be sure to put that in the description as well. If you need it, you have it there available. I'm also considering creating a small intimate group of healers, and we can, further dive deeper into this. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Healers, intuitives, psychics, etc. Okay, number 5. You can reflect back to other people the possibilities that are within them. All of the stuff happening in the world is being shown to us so that we wake up into who we truly are. Okay, so if you're living in your truth and shining your light and everyone is seeing it, then that gives them a reflection of themselves. Okay, we're all connected, and they see what is possible. They see the potentialities within themselves, and they're like, well, if this person can do it, I wonder if I can do this. This looks familiar. This feels familiar to me. I think I have gifts too. And everyone does. That's the truth. Everyone has gifts, and they all look different and nuanced, just like superheroes. When you watch any superhero, any of the cartoons, the way they have it where all of the children, for example, might have a little superpower, and they all bring it together, and it makes this one big superpower. All the things I can go on and on about that, but that's another video, because I'm into it. So the things that are going on in the world are things that are scaring people, but when you look at things from the upper room and with neutrality, you realize that this is a wake-up call. These things are happening to wake people up. And if you notice and look around and listen, pay attention, people are waking up into who they are. You pay attention to the things you hear on TV. You hear people talking about meditation more. You hear people talking about crystals more. You hear people talking about intuition more. That wasn't happening a couple of years ago. And so more and more people are waking up. Okay, things that may be going on in the health industry or the medical industry. Okay, the body heals itself. So what can we do to take ownership of our own health and wellness? Wake up to that. There are things that we could do, preventative things that we could do that will keep us out here walking on our feet, enjoying our lives. What is that? Okay. All types of traditional healing modalities and things of that nature. There's a ton of them, and I'll put a link of the video in the description so you can see what I'm talking about. If that's, if you're called to do that, you'll see what I'm talking about and see what rings true for you. Okay. Waking up to all other types of things, us being self-contained, sovereign beings, growing our own food. Some people are like, you know what, I'm going to grow my own food. These prices are crazy. The stuff that they're putting in the food is crazy. We're watching things that were happening below the surface bubble up on top of the surface, and it looks a little ugly right now, but that's what scabs and wounds do when they heal, and that's what's happening. And people are like, oh, snapping out of it. And when you're living your truth and shining your light and developing and expanding and no longer hiding, because some people hide their gifts, no longer hiding their gifts and showing up in who you truly are, then that radiates out to everyone else, and you are the beacon of light in which you seek. We appreciate you and we need you. So that's my 5, you guys. Happy to be here. I'm going to let you go, and I will be back next time. Until then, live simply and be kind.